Hello. So this is completely unplanned. I just had a few minutes and I wanted to hop on here. I've been thinking about doing this for a couple of days now, and there's never a right moment. So I just decided I better jump in here and do it really quick because if you guys have been seeing any of my posts, you know by now that our starter kit is on sale. And I just really wanted to tell you about this kit a little bit and the value that's in it. So this is gonna be a really quick rundown of what's in the kit. So our premium starter kit comes in a nice little box like this. And I'm just gonna go really quickly through the oils that you get. So you get these, actually 11 oils because there's a bonus oil in behind. So you get these are the main 10 oils. So for example, here's purification. Now in the summertime, purification is so important because it helps keep the bugs away. So I like to make an outdoor spray, and actually I combine it with a few others of what's in the kit here. But I make an outdoor spray, so it's natural and no DEET, safe for the kids. I love it and it works. The other thing I use purification for is to swab out my dog's ears. If he starts getting itchy or they start getting gooey, I swab out his ears. The other thing is if you have anything stinky, so hockey players, make a spray their gear. I put it on a cotton ball. I stick it in my husband's skates. If you've been cooking too much fish or too much garlic, I diffuse this one. It is absolutely great. The uses are endless. And the next one that I absolutely love, well, I actually absolutely love every single one of them. So peppermint has been a lifesaver for me. I used to get severe head tension. I'll say it that way because there's some things that we're not allowed to say because of the FDA. So you know what head tension is, but this was debilitating, like bedridden, puking kind of head tension. And I put peppermint on my temples and the base of my neck as soon as I feel that coming on. If you suffer from these, you know that if you see any kind of blurred spot in your eye, you know exactly what's coming. At that point, I start putting peppermint on and they never develop. And I rarely get them anymore. So that has been a lifesaver. Also, when I'm working for energy, I like to put 1 drop in my water bottle, using, of course, a stainless steel water bottle or glass, except that I would probably drop the glass and break it. And that helps give energy. Also, making a spray in the summertime, or if you're going through the change of life, making a spray with peppermint can help keep you cool. It actually lowers your body temperature. In fact, there have been times when I was really fighting off that head tension, and I applied so much peppermint, and it was summertime, that I got cold and needed to put on a sweater. I couldn't warm up because it was lowering my body temperature. So just be aware of that. The other thing I like to do with this is take it with me to Fall Fair. If I have to ride rides with my daughter, because that's her thing, she loves to do, and I can't handle it, I bring this along with me and I just take a sniff after I start to feel queasy, or I sneak a little drop on my stomach and I'm good to go. The other one is frankincense. Now frankincense, I actually never knew what frankincense was until I started using essential oils. I heard all the Bible stories about the wise men bringing frankincense to the baby Jesus and never even thought about what it was. But it was one of the most valuable oils because there are over 2,000 recipes found in ancient manuscripts, medical recipes that they used to use using frankincense. Frankincense is great for anything skin. If you've got some little things showing up on your skin, especially for us who are getting older, spots and stuff show up that we don't necessarily want. And I apply frankincense and it takes care of it. RC is one that we never are without. My husband has some lung issues because of working with chemicals, and this has been a lifesaver for him and for all of us in the seasons where we start to cough and sniffle. I love applying it or diffusing it. You can mix in a little bit of coconut oil and make a really nice chest rub for your kids. RC makes your house smell like a spa. It is absolutely wonderful. It's a blend of several different eucalyptuses and other things that I can't remember. No, I don't have a photographic memory and I don't remember all these things. And sorry, I'm just gonna turn the sound off on my phone real quick. Now, another one, of course, that nobody wants to be without and that probably everybody, even non-oily people, have heard of is thieves. And I can't say enough about thieves. You know, if you have been around all kinds of people that are carrying all kinds of yucky things that you don't want, put a little bit on your feet at night, go to bed, the next morning, you'll be good to go. Of course, I'm not guaranteeing anything. I'm not a doctor and I'm not prescribing, but you know, also, okay, there's some things I can't say, so that's why I'm struggling. But so we do have white labeled oils, which means that those are labeled for internal use. And that's a labeling law. It's exactly the same oils. So although none of these have white labels, just know that they are the exact same oils. And so sometimes we ingest those white labeled. The white labeled oils are called the plus oils. And so a lot of these oils we can even use internally. And so I like to make a tea or rub it on sore gums or anything like that. Then lemon is another one. The Vitality, or the plus line, of course, the white label, I put, now remember it's exactly the same oil, but the plus line, I put a drop or two in my water, and that is wonderful. When you're first starting out, you want to be careful not to use too much because it's doing its job and it is getting rid of stuff that you don't want in your body. And it tastes delicious. I like to add that plus line. I like to add it to iced tea or anything like that. But lemon, I'll often also add lemon to some of the other blends that I want it to make it smell more uplifting, lemony, whatever. I also like to add it to my Thieves cleaner. So this Thieves has a whole line of household items and body care items based on the Thieves because it's so good at killing all that yucky stuff that we don't want. Lemon can also be used kind of like a Goo Gone. It will take out anything sticky, and it takes out spots and stuff like that. So I like to add that to my household cleaner sometimes. Then lavender, of course, everybody has seen lavender, and there's all kinds of different qualities of lavender. Please know that Young Living is 100% pure. We're the only company that actually owns our own farms, so we can guarantee the seed to seal, and you are getting your money's worth when you buy Young Living oils. So lavender we use pretty much every night for sleep help. It's very relaxing and calming. It's also very good for your skin. Lavender is actually called the Swiss Army knife of essential oils because especially if you're starting out, sometimes you'll look at this kit and you'll be like, well, what do I use today? Or what do I use for this issue? And when in doubt, you can always grab lavender because it's a great, safe bet. It's so gentle, you can use it on very small children. I have 7 grandkids and all of them have been using essential oils right from day one, either diffusing or topically. I also put lavender quite a bit in my daughter's Epsom salts in her bath because it's so calming, and she'll soak in there. And she used to struggle a lot more than she does now. I'm thankful to say that she has come so far. But when she was having a really bad day and she would come home, I would put either lavender or several oils in Epsom salts, let her soak in the tub for about an hour, and she would come out a different person with a different attitude. And now on to Pan Away. The name says it all. Pan away. Well, pain. I'm not supposed to say that, sorry. Anyway, so if you've done too much gardening, you've done too much work, you stubbed your toe too hard, you got the picture. It's great. And I like to put a roller top on it. It makes it really easy to use. And you can ask me any questions about this later on in the comments below. Digize, again, the name pretty much says it. So anything for digestion, anything for the tummy troubles. So if you are Oddly enough, DiGize works both ways. It can stop or it can get you going. It is great that way. If you've had too much pizza, too much turkey, indigestion, anything like that, a few drops of DiGize on your stomach, and this is amazing stuff. Then one that a lot of people, when they get their kit, they leave it sitting there and don't know what to do with it. They don't use it because it really doesn't have any smell. It's very, very mild, and they think, well, what in the world? One of my favorites. I use a ton of this because I'm not sure how exactly to say this compliantly, but as we get older, we get issues, we get, you know, our joints aren't so great anymore, all of that kind of issues in our joints and our bones. Copaiba is amazing for that kind of thing. The other thing that Copaiba does is if you add it over top of any of the other oils, it helps to drive it deeper. So Copaiba is a great oil. And especially if you've got people in the house that say, oh, I don't like essential oils because I don't like the smell. Well, start off with Copaiba because that pretty much doesn't have a smell. So that's the main ones that you get. And then you get a bonus oil of the Northern Lights Black Spruce. This is harvested right pretty much local to me in Fort Nelson, BC. If you live here in Dawson Creek, you won't think that that's local, but if you live down in Texas, you'll think that that's local. Northern Lights Black Spruce is also amazing for relaxing. It's also amazing for joints and bones. So a lot of them have so many multiple uses and they overlap, and it's really a learning process. And so we've started diffusing this at night because we love it, and it really does help us to relax and get a really good night's sleep. So the other things that come in the kit are a couple of Ningxia Red pouches, which is amazing, and it is now available again in Canada. I am so thrilled because that's something that our family never runs out of, and it's something that I give my daughter and even my dog on a daily basis. And then I talked about, and then with the kit, you also get your choice of diffuser. You get a dewdrop diffuser or the desert mist diffuser, really your choice. They are both absolutely great choices and have multiple functions and all of that. Now, thanks for listening and feel free to share.